All right, let's head underground, because hidden inside what looks like just another city maintenance truck is some seriously advanced tech. I mean, this is a machine built to tackle one of the gnarliest problems you can find lurking in our sewers. So let me ask you something. How would you clear out a sewer pipe that's totally blocked? And I'm not talking about a simple clog. Imagine it's packed solid with tree roots, just a dense wooden plug. How in the world do you even begin to deal with that? Well, sometimes the simplest solution is just brute force. You need a ton of power. And that right there is where our first tool comes into the picture. Okay, so this is the Dramaga Hydro Cutter. The easiest way to think about it, it's basically a water-powered chainsaw for pipes. Yeah, a brutal one. It has no motor of its own. Instead, you've got this insane jet of high-pressure water blasting through it, spinning blades or chains with so much force that it just shreds and shears its way through anything in its path. I mean, we're talking pure, raw, mechanical force. This is not a delicate little tool. The whole idea is to just overwhelm the blockage with an insane amount of power from that water jet. So, problem solved, right? Well, not so fast. Because if you peek inside the truck that runs this whole operation, you start to see things that, well, they just don't add up. There's a clue that tells us there's a much more high-tech story going on here. Get this, inside the operator's cabin, it's not just some simple lever for a water pump. No way. You've got this whole complex control panel, a joystick that looks like it's for a drone, and this is the key part, a live video monitor. It's showing a feed from inside the pipe. Seriously, it looks more like a high-tech gaming setup than something you'd use for plumbing. And right there, that's the big question. That hydro cutter thing is pure mechanics, right? It's just spinning metal powered by water. There are no electronics, no camera on it. So what is the operator looking at on that screen, and what in the world are they controlling with that joystick? Okay, so the answer to that little mystery? It's actually been hiding in plain sight this whole time, just sitting on an equipment rack in the truck. If you look closely, you'll spot it. This separate blue box, and it's labeled Power Cutter System. Now, this has zero to do with the big water pump. This is something totally different. It's the control unit, the brains, for a second system. And what does it run? A robotic milling cutter. Okay, now we're talking. This thing is a legit remote-controlled robot. It crawls down the pipe, and that's what the operator's guiding with the joystick and watching through the camera. But instead of shearing with big blades, this uses a super high-speed milling bit to just grind away at hard materials with absolute precision. So let's just pause for a second. This one truck is carrying two totally different systems. One is the brute force monster, and the other is this high-tech precision robot. And you can really see the difference when you look at what powers them. Okay, the hydro cutter, the brute force one, it's chugging along with water pressure hitting over 3,600 pounds per square inch. That is an incredible amount of force, more of enough to just tear through a solid wall of roots. Now, compare that to the robotic cutter. It's usually powered by compressed air, and it only needs around 145 psi. See the difference? It's not about overwhelming force at all. It's about using just enough air to spin a tiny cutting head at super high speeds to do really detailed, precise work. So let's just lay it all out, right? You've got the hydro cutter, powered by high-pressure water, designed for shearing big stuff, and it's basically blind, no guidance. Then you have the robotic cutter, powered by compressed air, used for precision milling, and it's got a camera so the operator sees everything. Totally different tools for totally different tasks. And this is the key takeaway. It's not about which one is better. It's that this truck carries both. It's got the sledgehammer and the scalpel. You've got the raw power to do the big, messy demolition, and then you've got the surgical tool for the really detailed finish work. So why bother? Why pack two complex, expensive systems onto one truck? Well, because when you put them together, you've created the ultimate, almost unstoppable solution for cleaning pipes. The thing is, there's just no single tool that can handle every single problem you'll find down there. Sure, the hydro cutter is a beast at shredding a huge ball of roots, but what if there's a chunk of concrete someone accidentally poured down a drain? The hydro cutter can't do a thing about that. That's a job for the robotic mill. And it's also absolutely critical for the really delicate stuff, like when they put a new liner in a pipe and they have to carefully reopen the connection to someone's house. So, when a really tough job comes up, the operators have this perfect two-step playbook. Step 1, send in the sledgehammer. The hydro cutter goes in and just obliterates the main part of the blockage. Step 2, Send in the scalpel. The little robot with the camera goes in to grind away any of the hard stuff that's left and clean up all the details. And the result? A pipe that's perfectly clear. And that's really the genius of this whole setup. It's so much more than just a truck with a pump. It's a mobile, all-in-one workshop on wheels. By combining that raw power with robotic precision, it keeps a vital part of our city running, all happening right under our feet, completely out of sight. It really makes you think, doesn't it? I mean, if this kind of tech is hidden away in a sewer truck, what other amazing robotics are out there working invisibly all around us every single day, just keeping our world running?